Hey, this is Mr. Ayton. Welcome back to the Pre-AP Chemistry. This is the last installment of Unit 11, Acids and Bases. We are in week 25, and what are we going to take a look at in week 25 after we took a look at Arrhenius acids and bases, Bronzed-Lauer acids and bases, our pH calculations? We're going to look at acid-base titrations. Yeah, baby, this is what you've been waiting for here. Is acid-base titrations, but you're like, I don't even know what a titration is. What is a titration? A titration is a way that we can figure out what an unknown concentration is of an acid or a base, okay? We also use it for other kinds of things like oxidation reduction, but mainly we use titrations for acids and bases, and we're really taking a look at, can we know what an unknown concentration is? So let's say down here, we have an unknown concentration of HCl, okay, a strong acid. But we know how much volume we have of this in milliliters. We're going to call this the analyte, okay? It's what we're analyzing here. And up in the burette up here, up in this burette, which is a very precise way to measure volume, we have a known solution. Let's say we have 0.2 molar of NaOH. We have a known base, so we know the concentration of this base. Well, guess what we're going to do? We're going to start drippity-dropping this base in, drippity-drop, drippity-drop this base in, and we're going to use a specific amount of this base, a specific volume of this base in milliliters in order to get this analyte to change color, okay? To change color. So if we use an indicator and we change the color of it, that is called the end point of the titration, the end point of the titration. But we can also use a pH meter in here. We can use a pH meter, and when we use a pH meter in here, if we measure where the pH happens to go up very rapidly, we call that the equivalence point. The equivalence point. The equivalence point is when the number of moles of my acid are equal to the number of moles of my base. So the equivalence point is when the number of moles of my acid are equal to the number of moles of my base. Now we want the indicator, the end point, the color change to be in this range right here, which means, do you see how that helps to figure out how much volume of your, what we call our titrant, we have added? How much volume of the base have we added? And so if we know the volume of the base, if we know this volume, this number of milliliters that we added to get to my equivalence point or my end point, which should be in the same range, I can use the equation M1V1 equals M2V2. I just have to make sure on one side I put my acid and on the other side I put my base, and I got to make sure I'm very, very particular about that. And you can figure out using the calculation how much molarity of my acid we have, okay? And so if we take a look at my reaction, what happened is we had HCl, which was H+. We were putting in OH-, which means that made H2O. And I hope you can see that's why the equivalence point is at the pH of 7, for when we take a strong acid and we titrate it with a strong base there. So if we take a strong acid and we titrate it with a strong base, we're going to get a pH at 7, okay? So that doesn't work when we don't have a strong acid, or if we don't have a strong base. It doesn't happen, but the equation stays the same whether we have a weak acid titrated with a strong base, a weak base titrated with a strong acid. The equation is still M1V1 equals M2V2, okay? And so let me give you an example of what a problem would look like. Here we have 18 milliliters of salicylic acid. So we know when we take M1V1 equals M2V2, okay, and I'm going to put the acids on one side. I know the volume of my acid is 18.0 milliliters. That is my acid right here. Now I take a look at my graph right here, And you can see I have 0.02 molar of NaOH. That's my base, 0.0200 molar of my base. How much base did I add to get to the equivalence point? Well, the equivalence point is right there, isn't it? The equivalence point is right there, which means I've added 10 milliliters of this base. 10 milliliters, 10.0 milliliters of means multiply, of the 0.020 molar. And so when I do this calculation, 0.02 times 10 divided by 18, I end up getting my concentration of my unknown salicylic acid was 0.011 molar was my concentration. That is my concentration of my salicylic acid. That's the concentration of my acid right there. And I did that using what's called a titration. Now, if I wanted to do it via color change with an indicator, I would want my indicator to be somewhere in this range right here, okay? The color change needs to happen somewhere between 8.5 and 5.5. So I need the color change. Or if I use a pH meter, I can just figure this out using a pH meter. Now, of course, we have all kinds of different titrations. This first one, do you see how we start off with an acid? Strong acid. So this is a strong acid that is titrated with a strong base, And you see how the equivalence point was right at pH of 7. So I know this is H plus OH minus gives me H2O right here, okay? Now take a look here. This second one right here, you can see how this one had 2 equivalence points, which means this acid, we start off with an acid, this acid is going to have more than 1 proton. This would be something like H2CO3. Okay, do you see how H2CO3 could give away 1 proton, H plus, and then give away a second proton, H plus, which means there's going to be 2 equivalence points, which means I'm titrating this with a strong base like OH minus. Okay, let's take a look at this third one. This third one, look at the pH where it starts off at. The pH is above 2. It's almost like a pH of 3, which means we have a weak acid. This is a weak acid like HA. Now it could be HF, HC2H2O2. It's a weak acid, and I'm titrating this with a strong base, And so you can see who wins out, the weak acid or the strong base. Well, the strong base wins out. Take a look at the equivalence point. See how the equivalence point is above 7. Here's pH of 7. The equivalence point is above 7. So if we look at our equation for that equation would be HA plus OH minus. What does the HA give away? Gives away an H plus, which means I get water and a conjugate base, A minus. That's an HA right there with A minus. And that conjugate base is above 7. Well, what do we have right here? Take a look. What do we start with? We start with a weak base, don't we? A weak base. And what are we titrating that with? We're titrating that with a strong acid. And look at the pH. The pH is below 7 at the equivalence point, isn't it? Okay. But the equivalence point. Now, for every single one of these graphs, you're still going to use M1V1 equals M2V2, that calculation. And that is a great introduction to titrations. We're going to be doing a bunch of titrations in class, and we're going to be really taking a look at how to find these concentrations of unknown acids and bases. See you guys. That's week 25, pre-AP Chem.